Good afternoon, guys. Hiya, Wes. Welcome. So I'm happy I've managed to be able to get a live stream in this afternoon. I wasn't expecting to be able to tell you the truth, due to various work commitments. But I should be good to go for about 45 minutes or an hour or so, which isn't the longest stream in the world, I understand. But hopefully, you know, something will be better than nothing. So I'm just going to get myself comfortable here, and we'll get started in just a moment's time. Well, I've got to remind myself as well as to where we left off. Hello, Captain. How are you doing? Good to see you. And Lionheart Games, welcome. Yeah, I'm doing fine, thanks. How about yourself? Yeah, I hope you're all having a good weekend. Right, so we were just finishing off on the Mushroom Rock Road, weren't we, on the last stream? And we managed to take care of the Synthspawn Gooey boss, which is an interesting fight, actually. Oh, you've just been replaying Final Fantasy X, have you, Captain? How do you find it compared to Final Fantasy XII? Which one do you prefer? I'm guessing the fact that you go by the name Captain Bosch probably answers that question, but you never know. Hello to Malaysia, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Right, let's get started, shall we? Ah, cutscene time.
A swift retreat. Satisfied?
What do you mean?
Those who turned from Yevon died, while the faithful live on.
The past 10 years have changed you, I see.
Oh, great to hear, Lionheart.
You do not look so well. But now, more than ever, you must be the people's strength, their confidence. Anyone else would be expected to show.
I was thinking about it myself the other day, actually, Captain, and I came to the conclusion that I do actually prefer Final Fantasy XII. But I do enjoy both games very much. Though they are different, obviously.
You must not relent. Do you understand?
Yes. I understand.
Are you afraid?
Hello, Jack. Oh no! So is your boss expecting you, but you can't go?
Take me as your pillar of strength. As Yunalesca had her Lord Zeon. Lady Yuna, until next we meet, farewell.
12 better than 10. Yeah, I would agree with that. Though I do enjoy the sphere grid system in Final Fantasy X, especially towards the end game, when you're farming in order to take on the Dark Aeons and penance and what have you. I do just enjoy the progression there, but yeah, I do like Final Fantasy XII.
Sin is checked.
Yeah. For a while there, I thought I could feel him. But that doesn't mean I believe you.
Sin is checked. He came here for you.
So he killed all those people just for a chance to see me?
I can't remember if we grabbed the high potion from here.
He wanted to show that to you.
Last time we played.
Do you know why?
How am I supposed to know?
So you would kill him. As long as he is Sin, Jecht will keep killing. He wants you to stop him.
You gotta be kidding. How do you know all of this anyway?
Yeah, they are, aren't they, Lionheart? Absolutely, they're all different. I love all of the different eras of Final Fantasy.
Don't you run away!
You're the one running.
You know, I love the Final Fantasy 4 and Final Fantasy 6 and 3 and 5. I love the PlayStation era, 7, 8 and 9. You know, what a bunch of fantastic games they are. And also, of course, the PS2 era, which is what we're playing now with Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy 12 as well. Did we overkill the bosses? I can't remember, to be honest, Peter. Welcome, by the way, dude. Thanks for joining us today. Sorry you missed the last stream. I think we did. That's where we have what's-his-face, isn't it? Seymour. Right, somewhere around here there's a high potion. I think it's... what was that? I just grabbed it, wasn't paying attention. I think that was it actually, so that's fine. Yeah, I don't need to worry about anything else now. Okay, we'll just head over to the high road next. Oh yeah, Anthony, yes, I'm still doing the the Star Ocean Last Hope walkthrough. I've actually got another episode, it's about 40 minutes long actually, ready to be uploaded, but I couldn't upload it right now because of streaming. It would slaughter my upload, my bandwidth, and then it'd just be lagging all over the place. FF12 was absolute... Oh, I don't know if I can agree with that, Brian. FF12 was actually one of my favourites. I think, as I said, I do prefer it to FF10, but I do remember, especially back in the day when it came out for the first time, that a lot of people were unsure about it, including myself actually. I think because it changed up so much. But playing it again when the remaster version came out on PS4, I did learn to appreciate it a whole lot more than I used to. Hello Abhijit, welcome dude. I might do a Final Fantasy VI playthrough. I've not really had a reason to do one over the last few years. That game hasn't really had a whole lot of attention, to tell you the truth.
She's awfully cheerful.
But it's a great game, so... Yeah, you got it, Peter. That's the one. I've not played the final Star Ocean game, Integrity and Faithfulness, I think it's called. I've heard it was pants, so I never bothered with it.
Huh?
Now are dark times. Yuna tries hard.
Oh, sorry to hear that, dude. Hope you feel better soon, Wes.
If we worry, she tries harder. Do not frown.
Don't worry, be happy.
Kimari try too.
Smile, let me see.
I haven't actually played Dissidia myself, although quite a lot of people on the channel keep telling me that I should.
Sad.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VI, I've only played through it once myself, but I really enjoyed it when I did, I remember that. I don't remember a whole lot about the game. I do remember some of the characters, of course, but I don't remember a whole lot other than the fact that I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was the second Final Fantasy I played, number 6 was, and that was pretty much immediately after Final Fantasy VII, before Final Fantasy VIII came out, actually. Yeah, I'm doing very well, thanks, Abhijit. How are you doing, mate? Oh, 3 out of 10, is that for the... That's number 5, isn't it, Peter? Yeah, I've heard that a lot of people would probably grade it about that. I mean, Final Fantasy... I keep saying Final Fantasy. Star Ocean 4, which is the one I'm playing on the channel, that ain't perfect either. The story, in my opinion, is presented very poorly. Mainly because the cutscenes are just atrocious. But... that said, I really do enjoy the progression in that game. And in terms of the actual RPG mechanics of it, it's a heck of a lot of fun. Right, so we'll once again grab the treasures, of course, as we go here. But yeah, I was disappointed that the final Star Ocean game was so negatively received, because I played a few of them and I was looking forward to it. Not particularly, Anthony. I'm looking forward to Dragon Quest when that comes out in September. There's something coming out in July as well, but off the top of my head I can't think what it is. Spider-Man, I think, a little bit of a departure to the type of game that I cover on the channel, but I'm so hyped for that game, I think I'm going to have to live stream it or something. Right, we need Waka. Let's try and get some AP with these others, though. Abhijit, what does that mean, you're F9? Do you mean Final Fantasy 9? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get the platinum for that game, Peter. Mainly because I just do not have the time, or necessarily the patience either, to invest into just how much is required to actually get the platinum in The Last Hope. But yeah, when I played it on PS3, I definitely put in over 100 hours. Nowhere near as much as you, but I managed to max out my party members' levels and kill the optional bosses and that. I think at least on 2 or 4 wings anyway. Right, okay, what have we got here? Some different enemies. Interesting. Can we special this guy with Lancet? Yeah, we can. I thought we could. Stone Breath. Whereabouts are you again then, Wes? Oh, right, okay, Abhijit. I didn't actually know that, to tell you the truth. So, thanks for the lesson there. It is, isn't it? Mainly because of all the battle trophies you've got to get and the fact you've got to play it through multiple times on various difficulties. That's right, yeah, you have told me before, actually. Texas. Oh, yeah, thanks for asking, Abhijit. Yeah, the holiday was great, actually. It was my first time travelling up to Scotland in my life. And it was a long drive. The longest drive I've ever done, anyway, in one sitting, really. But we went there because my sister was running a marathon, the Edinburgh Marathon. And she completed that, which, you know, she was happy about. But that was a nightmare of a day. I've never been anywhere that's been so busy as I was during that marathon. The public transport, you couldn't drive, it was too busy, the roads were all shut off as well. It was just horrendous. But apart from that, the holiday was fantastic. I haven't seen the new Deadpool yet, Abhijit. I've seen the first one. The next one, 100% Final Fantasy game. I haven't really thought about it, Anthony. Oh, Kingdom Hearts was one I was planning for this year. Kingdom Hearts 3, rather. But now that's been delayed till next year. That's obviously been pushed back. I don't know about Final Fantasy because there's nothing really new coming out for Final Fantasy, which is disappointing. Not for a long time anyway. So, I could look at one of the old games, but I really have to motivate myself to, you know, do a 100% walkthrough on an older Final Fantasy game because they just don't build up a very big audience.
Enough.
But if people really want me to, and they've got a game they want me to play from the Final Fantasy series, then I'll definitely do that. Have I unlocked Tidus's other overdrives? I have unlocked some. I don't think I've messed about with the overdrive, actually. I've only played while being... I've got a spiral cut there. How do I change the modes? I can't seem to move it. Oh, there it is. Charges when character damages an enemy, that's what we want. But yeah, I've only been playing this while on live stream, so only when I've changed things on stream have I actually, you know, done anything really. I didn't actually, Abhijit. Oh yeah, Uberkai, sorry, I just saw your message there. Make sure to speak to these guys as well, don't forget for items, something I do tend to forget. What's good to consider equipment-wise endgame? It all depends, really, on what builds you've got, what jobs you've selected, to tell you the truth. But, I mean, the endgame equipment is probably, generically, the invisible weapons. But if you're avoiding those, then, like I say, it depends, really, on your jobs. You're better off checking my videos that I did on that, because it's been some time now since I played the game, and I don't want to give you bad information. But the invisible weapons are the most powerful weapons for endgame equipment. You can probably use ribbons most of the time for your accessory on all the characters. You can get as many as you want as well from trial mode. But yeah, I don't want to say too much else because I'll probably forget something without actually having thinking about it. Right, let's get rid of these guys. Oh, I see what you mean, Peter. I've pretty much failed on getting perfect every single time, and the reason for that is because it's really difficult for me. While I'm recording and live streaming, I'm actually watching, not the game on a monitor that's coming directly from the PlayStation, but that's being passed through my graphics card on the computer. And that's all very well. The problem is, I get about half a second or so, maybe a little bit less than that, but a few frames of input lag coming through to the picture, and so it's really, really difficult to time those kinds of overdrives, so I need to practice at them a little bit more. No, I don't really play mobile games all that often, Abhijit. I think the last mobile game I played was Super Mario Run, the last one that I played intensively.
I'll take you all on!
I never platinum Final Fantasy 15. There's one more trophy I need to get on that, and that is to get Noctis's fishing to level 10. So I do it from time to time, but I haven't actually got that yet. But as soon as I've got that fishing to level 10, I will officially have the platinum trophy. So I just need to spend a good couple of hours of fishing, I think, in order to get that. And that'll be finished then, that one. Let's bring Tidus for now. Yeah, that's no problem, Uber-Kai. Sorry I couldn't really be more helpful. Right, I've got to try and remember to heal up after this fight, I think. We could bring Unit in now, maybe. Throw some heals around. What have we got in just Cure and Pray? I do actually like the fishing in Final Fantasy 15. The only reason I took a break from it was because there's so much of it to do. But yeah, I do actually enjoy the mini-game itself. It's a heck of a lot better than fishing in World of Warcraft anyway. It's a lot more fun.
Hey!
But yeah, there's just a lot of it. Which is why I haven't quite got Noctis's. I think his skills on level 8 or 9 now, so it's nearly there.
Of Guadosalam. Then we cross the Thunder Plains to the Temple of Makalania.
Oh, boy.
And before that, we get to pray at the temple in Jose.
We can't just skip all that, can we?
Okay, so it's Jose. I'll try to remember that pronunciation. I always say Jose, but it's Jose.
In order to earn the final Aeon.
That's a summoner's training. She's got to prepare mind and body, all just to get ready for the final summoning.
Must be tough, Yuna.
I'll be fine with you here.
In all fairness, Lionheart, I do get your point. I think Final Fantasy has never been the hardest franchise that ever existed. A lot of the games in it were quite easy. I think it's part of the nature of the Japanese role-playing genre. Mainly because you can just overpower your teams, can't you, as you play through and do grinding and stuff. But yeah, Final Fantasy 15 is not my favourite either for various reasons. But I have had a lot of enjoyment out of it.
You know her.
However, out of all of the games that Square had to focus on for so many years after its release, putting out so much extra content, I could have made extra choices as to which Final Fantasy game that would have been, rather than Final Fantasy 15.
You know?
But still.
You have a point. Come to think of it...
No, I haven't done Type 0 on the channel. I've never 100%ed it myself either.
What about my feelings?
Better than you finding out at a critical moment, becoming
But
emotional.
I could certainly play that, Anthony, because I have actually got it on the PS4.
Emotional?
Maybe I could live stream it and see what people think of it.
Quite the crybaby.
Yeah, maybe when I was a kid. Maybe even a little now. Just a little. Hey,
I
still
did
go by your
try
story, you hear?
and cover World of Final Fantasy at one point on my channel, but I could not get an audience to want to watch that. I'm not sure what it was, because it's a great game actually. It's a lot of fun, and it's, you know, really traditional in terms of its combat and progression and stuff. But I just could not get people to watch it, so I gave up on it in the end. I'm worried the same thing would happen if I did Type 0. Yeah, that's true, Lionheart, that's true. I think there have been some bosses added to Final Fantasy 15. I haven't tried them myself yet. Such as maybe Amiga, I can't remember. But anyway, there are some really tough bosses in that game, but I've not played against them myself at this point. Alright, so some favour towards Type 0, it sounds like, in chat. Maybe we'll have to have a look at that one then. I have got the game, as I say, so... Hiya, Hulkaroni. Hello, Elias. Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. I'm doing fine, thanks, Elias. How are you?
Yuna, it is good to see you and your companions are well.
Yourselves as well, Captain. We were worried. Praise be to Yevon.
We escaped with our lives, but our troops were decimated.
Of all our chocobos, only this one made it.
We make pretty poor chocobo-mounted forces without chocobos.
We turned our backs on the teachings and cast away our faith. This is our just reward.
Okay, we've got the Jose Trials coming up in a little while here. Yeah, how you doing, Hulkaroni? You haven't missed anything, by the way, dude. We've just traversed the Jose High Road. Oh, okay, Lionheart. I don't think I remember that one off the top of my head.
Awesome.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VIII, I've mentioned this before actually, Anthony. But Final Fantasy VIII seems to have been neglected, doesn't it, by Square as of late. It has had, you know, a few releases and stuff on PC and stuff and PS3. And I think on PS4 has it had any release, I'm not sure.
Right.
But yeah, compared to some of the other Final Fantasy games, it's the one that's seriously lacking now. I'd love it to get the Final Fantasy IX treatment, actually. That was remastered with new HD models and what have you. And it looks stunning now, it really does. I'd love to see a similar thing for Final Fantasy VIII. Hey, dude! Avery, how you doing, mate? Not seen you for ages, mate. Yeah, but I'm doing fine, thanks, Avery. On the whole, Elias, no, I thought it was quite rubbish, to tell you the truth. I think the one game I'm looking forward to... Well, there's a few games I'm looking forward to. But the game that's probably closest would be Spider-Man. And then Dragon Quest XI. I'll probably be playing both of those games on my channel, actually. And then, of course, there's like Kingdom Hearts 3 and what have you, but that's not until next year, so... Yeah, I'd be happy with some kind of remaster of Final Fantasy VIII. Like I said, you know, in similar vein to Final Fantasy IX. I didn't really like the draw system that much, no. The draw and... The junction system, I think, could have been a lot better. It was a complicated system, which is good. And it gave you a lot of variety in how you built up your characters and the stats that you built up for them. And I liked the fact you had to make choices as to who got junction with what magics. But I didn't like the way that you weren't encouraged to cast those magics, because it would then reduce the stats of the characters that they were equipped on. That just seemed like a poor system to me. So I think the system, at its bare bones, was a good one, but the way it was implemented, it was quite frustrating a lot of the time. But I did like the way that they changed it up a lot from Final Fantasy VII. So we didn't just get, you know, a copy of the materia system there. Oh yeah, I'd love to see more Final Fantasy VII, Abhijit. I mean, the problem is that, you know, we haven't... I didn't need to rest. The problem is that, you know, E3 didn't mention it, which was really annoying. I did put a video out about it. We got some information after E3, I think. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Yeah, you too, Avery. You too. Have I heard or seen videos of Final Fantasy Mobius? Is that the one that was a mobile game, but now it's available on PC? Or am I thinking of something different? I think I might have played it, actually, Peter. If it's the one I'm thinking of, anyway. Oh, hang on. Before we go in here, I want to... Oh, it's too late. I could reload. There's actually some money we can grab. I've just remembered. In the Moonflow area, but we'll just get it later. It shouldn't be a problem.
I beg your pardon, but...
Yeah, absolutely, Lionheart.
I am Summoner Yuna, from the Isle of Besaid.
It was good, actually. You could manipulate the junction system early on in the game and be so overpowered if you wanted to.
Father.
My father? You knew?
Yeah, I think I have played that. I can't remember whether it was on the PC or whether it was on my phone. But it was a few months ago.
My apologies. I am Isaru. I am a summoner, like you.
I'm Bussy.
Oh, fantastic, Avery. Have you pre-ordered a digital edition or a physical copy?
I'm guarding my big brother here.
Since I was a child, I've always looked up to Lord Braska. I wished I would someday become a high summoner like he was. You must have some of your father's talent in you. I believe you might someday defeat Sin.
I'm not really. I've only just become a summoner.
Of course, I've no intention of losing either. So
yeah, they are pretty awesome, aren't they, Hulkaroni?
Defeat Sin first, no?
Oh, you've ordered the digital one, have you, Avery? Yeah, it's probably what I'll do, to be honest.
Isaru!
Yuna, I beg your leave. Good luck to both of us.
Yes.
Right, can we exit at this point? In fact, before we exit, there's a couple of things we can grab from inside. I want to try and get as much done and then save before we actually go and do the trials themselves, just in case everything goes wrong and I want to reload or whatever. Yeah, they're both 2019. Yeah, that's right, isn't it, Peter? I've thought about it, Elias. I could do, but I don't know if people would want to tune in to watch me stream it. I've put a few videos out for people. But yeah, if enough people want me to, I can. I'm enjoying that game, actually. Have you been playing it at all, have you, Elias? Frontier sent me the code for that one, actually, so I didn't have to buy it. But it is something I'd recommend if you like the management style game. I've got that, you know that feeling you get in your nose when you know you're about to sneeze but it's not quite ready? It's really annoying me. I haven't really played the Devil May Cry games before. But would Devil May Cry 5 be something that I should look at, even if I haven't really played the former games? Or would it be better off to wait and play those first, do you think? Yeah, Fallout 76 isn't something I'm that hyped about. I was actually a little bit disappointed with Fallout 4. I put a lot of hours into it, but I don't know, I just found it a little bit boring. I know I'm one of the rare people that did, and I get that I'm probably just wrong on that, but we can't all like everything, I guess, can we? Right, that's the 4,000 gil I wanted to get.
I would pray for those fallen in battle. But how? How can I enter the temple after what
Oh, well,
we have
thank you,
done?
Elias.
I've been thinking about the future.
The monks said we could stay here for a while.
I've also heard there's a new patch coming out for God of War, and I've got the Platinum Trophy now for God of War, which I'm happy about because I never normally get Platinums for those kinds of games. But I've heard there's a new patch coming out with a new difficulty or something, or a new Game Plus mode, which sounds interesting. And yeah, Spider-Man looks amazing. Well, it is amazing. Looks amazing as well. Doesn't it, Avery? I've heard it's going to be virtually, at least as humanly possible, a 1-1 copy of Manhattan. Which I don't think we've ever seen in a game before, have we? So it'd be interesting just how true that is. I haven't yet, Elias. I did watch a video on the demo about a month ago, which was a lot of fun.
Loser, he's...
But I just don't know if I bought it when I'd get a chance to play it at the moment.
Found him, but he was torn in half.
That idiot!
What do I do now? I can't do this. I'm going back to Besaid.
Right. I think we should be able to save up now. What game is that, Abhijit? Sorry, mate. I forgot to save. I think we can buy weapons as well from the innkeeper in there, but I'm not going to bother to do that now. We'll see how we get on with the trials. And I've got some notes written down here, which I prepared beforehand, which I grabbed off Google, or GameFAQs or something. Mainly so that we don't spend an hour in this place, because I do want to complete all of the trials properly, because of the fact that we lose out on an Aeon if we don't. Oh, thanks, Elias. Yeah, people were talking about that in chat, Avery. I've not really played the Resident Evil games before. So, do you think that's another one that I could start with?
Me?
Or should I look at Resident Evil 1
Yuna's
first?
guardian, no? Moroda's heard a curious rumor. I thought you should know.
Okay, Peter, so
I heard it
number
from those
1, 3
Crusaders.
and 4. But don't
Seems
look
that
at
summoners have been
Devil
going
May
out on
Cry.
pilgrimage and just
Is European made
disappearing.
very of their Devil May
It could
Cry
just
is a
be
failure.
the
Okay, so
fiends
1,
got
3
them.
and 4.
But not so many so quickly.
Sorry I don't know more, but watch your back.
Alright, guys.
Ain't much future for a guardian without a summoner, eh?
What?
Yeah, is it Ixion, is it, Edward? Ixion.
We're talking about
think.
doing your job as a guardian.
Hey, I'm doing good. Right, big brother?
Please be careful.
Will do. Passe!
Oh, what?
We're leaving!
Be right there. See ya.
Ah, when did DMC2 come out then? How old is that one now?
The cloister of trials lies within. Are you prepared?
Let's go for it.
All right, Guardians, at attention.
We are ready.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so this is where we don't want to start messing up now. So we'll just start by putting both of these spheres in the door. Would you say you've got a favourite then, Abhijit, of those? Oh, thank you, Elias. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing that Kingdom Hearts walkthrough. I do wish more people got to watch it, because I think it's a great game, actually. And I'm hoping to get to Kingdom Hearts 2 at some point as well. Hopefully before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. I've got a bit more time now that it's not coming out until next year. Oh, okay, Peter. Oh, okay, it's about 15 years old then, is it? Hi, Nathaniel. Welcome, dude. Oh, well, thank you, Elias. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Right, so what have we got here? A couple of spheres located in the wall. And we need to basically illuminate all parts of this symbol that's on the floor, whereas at the moment, only some of it. So we'll grab one of these. Okay then, Lionheart, thanks for stopping by today, dude. Yeah, I've got to make sure we get the hidden items in all of these places, really. Let's go over here, and we want to insert it in one of these. Okay, Abhijit, maybe if I do look at that franchise, then that's the one I'll start with. Yeah, it's going pretty good, actually, thanks, dude. Are you having a good weekend? Just checking my notes here, making sure I'm doing this right, so I don't want to lose out on the Aeon. You been up to anything interesting as of late, Nathaniel? Try and push this bad boy. There we go. You broke Final Fantasy 12? What's happened there then? Oh, thank you, Avery. No, I really appreciate it, dude. Especially from a long-time viewer such as yourself. It's always great as well when you stop by to say hello. Means a lot to me, so thank you. Just grabbing my drink here, won't be a sec. Right, I'm back. 3, 1, 4, then... Okay, is that the best order, is it? If Kratos was added to Mario Kart, what vehicle would he drive? I don't know if he'd drive a vehicle, he'd probably drive an ogre. Because he does that a lot in the game, doesn't he? Bashes them over the head and then rides them on the back while he beats up the other enemies. I think that's what he'd do, to be honest, Elias. What do you think he'd do, dude? Right, let's take this sphere out of here. So I'll try and keep playing while I'm chatting as well. Oh, right, I see what you mean. You got the Seitengrat bow, did you? Yeah, I'm planning on it, Hulkaroni. I would like to... Well, oh yeah, we will be getting the Lightning Aeon because that's just a consequence of completing this, isn't it? Well, I'll check up on your chats in a second then, guys. Just want to make sure that I don't mess this up. That's what I want. That opens up the door. We've got to try and light this up, you see. Let me just have a quick gander in here. Okay, we can't do anything yet. So if we take these out... put them in here. Right, we should be able to teleport this pedestal or something then now. Let me just double check how to do that. Oh, right, we click that thing. Gotcha. Okay, and that just brings it back to the start. Well, that's helpful then, isn't it? And now we can push it into the north. Hey, it's floating pedestal. Right, that lets us jump across. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, this one is a bit confusing, actually, Hulk Road. I've got on my note here that I want to push this next pedestal into the wall. Looks like it's already in the wall to me. Let me just check I've got this right here. Maybe I'm just not doing this right. My note says push this into the wall. Oh, there we go. I just wasn't lined up correctly or something. Okay, so we've got the eye lit up there, which is something we needed to do. That wasn't too bad. And now we can teleport the pedestal back. I have actually, Elias. I think it's set... Is that one set in the... Before the last Predator film, isn't it? The last new one with Adrian Brody. But after Predator 2. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, I saw that trailer. And I saw the trailer for the new Halloween movie. And I was a big fan of the original Halloween movie by John Carpenter when I was growing up. It used to terrify me. And this one that's coming out is going to be a direct sequel to that one, forgetting all the other sequels that have come out since. So yeah, I'm looking forward to both of those movies. So let's take this sphere now. Yeah, that's it. It's an invisible chest for an invisible bow. And now we want to pop this in on the other side. According to my notes here anyway. I've literally scrambled these notes down like within 2 minutes before I started the stream. So I'm really hoping I've got these down correctly. Done that yet? Okay then, Anthony. I will check out the Devil May Cry series. Right, back into this room here. Is this in the south? Yeah, I guess we can just pop them back into the side walls. Oh, goodness me, Avery. Yeah. As much as I would love the collector's edition, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford that, unfortunately. Which version did you pre-order then, dude? Have I got a favourite game of all time? It would probably, if I had to choose, be a game, you know, that I've just got the fondest memories of. So maybe something like Final Fantasy VII. But there's just so many games I could choose. You know, some of my favourite gaming was when I used to have my Mega Drive or Genesis back in the 90s. You know, playing Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. That was just fantastic experience. Or even before that, I remember playing games on the Commodore 64. But if we're talking about more modern experiences, then I'm not sure actually. I mean, I've just finished playing God of War and got the Platinum Trophy. And I really did enjoy that, so that's fresh in my mind. But whether it be classed as my favourite game of all time, I don't think so. Yeah, no, your game's not broken. it just happens to be invisible. It's not the only weapon either that is. Right, so here we are, up to the next level. And we should have 5 pedestals in this room. The last horror game I played, I think, was Alien Isolation about 4 years ago. Which I really enjoyed that. But I haven't really played a horror game since. I just haven't had a chance. So these we should just push into the wall. So there's 5 in total. I don't think I have yet, have I? I think that's... I'll do that a little bit later, Peter. So you make me panic then, but it's okay. I've just looked on my notes. That's coming a little bit later. I've got that written down. Let's bring these stairs up. It's okay, Peter. Everything is under control. At least that's the theory. We'll find out if it's the case sooner. Rather than later, though, I'm sure. Right, there's the stairs. Right, so what have I done now? Yeah, the 5 pedestals, I've pushed those into each of the walls, so the set of stairs has appeared. So I'm not going to approach the stairs for the moment. Let me just check here. I've not seen the trailer for Days Gone, actually, Elias. Hang on a sec, because my notes are confusing me now. I've put down, don't approach the stairs. Oh, right, take the lift. Gotcha. And now there'll be an extra glyph, okay, or something. Okay, it must be this here. And this is where the destruction sphere is. So we'll grab that. Okay, and now I think we want to head back up. I think the reason I've got it in this order is because you have to have the lightning coming down and pushing the 5 pedestals in. And then you can access this pedestal with the destruction sphere. There we have it. Phew! The magic sphere. But we need that, of course, in order to not miss out on... Is it Anima? I think it's Anima, isn't it, later on? And now we can head up the stairs. Right, another temple down.
We wait here.
Yeah, it is about 30 seconds, Peter. It's a real pain.
You should
but
try to
nothing can
settle
be done
down.
about it, unfortunately.
Stop pacing around. Be calm and wait.
Well, well, you again.
I think you can get rid of it if you stream on Twitch, that delay. But you have to be an affiliate or something, which I'm not.
What is it, Bartello? You know this riffraff?
You are... Aren, no?
What of it?
Can I shake your hand? Aren. No, Sir Aren. You're the reason I became a guardian. Thank you, sir. This means so much to me.
Calling the personal guardian to Lord Braska riffraff?
And you call yourself a summoner?
Bartello, enough. Get back here.
Hang in there, buddy. Hey?
Quite the show, yeah? Not so good on the heart, though.
Jasmine tea, Elias? I've no idea. I've never had it,
Not all
actually.
summoners are like you, I guess.
I could do with it, though, if it does.
Pick spot. Shut up. Wait.
You should try to settle down.
I swear, I'll never wash this hand again.
Please, touch me with that hand and I'll remove it.
Right, we need to try and leave to get the scene.
You owe much to your father. All these guardians. And Sir Orin too? And I hear Maester Seymour's quite taken with you. The world must look different when you're the daughter.
Oh, sorry, Nathaniel, I just saw your message. I'm not sure exactly, to be honest with you, what there is left to do with Final Fantasy XII for my walkthrough series.
Oh, is that
We've got the Platinum Trophy, the Invisible Weapons.
Standing on your
I showed a
own
load of
two
extra
wheels
stuff
for
as well as the actual walkthrough itself. So I think we're pretty much done, to be honest, with that one.
Your guardians won't
A shame, really, I really enjoyed it.
time comes.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for as well, Avery. Since they've said the delay for Kingdom Hearts 3 now is down to marketing as opposed to development, hopefully it will mean more Final Fantasy VII progress will be made. Right, so we'll go and save. I'm going to finish off here today, guys, because I do have my work to get on with, unfortunately. I said at the start it's probably only going to be about an hour or so, but that's because I'd rather have streamed something than nothing at all. But I should be back again next week. I'm going to be looking at what series we're going to be able to cover next on the channel as well, as in like a long-term series. So I'll continue on with Star Ocean 4. I've got a video for that uploading. Well, I will have it uploading in a few moments' time, once we finish the stream here. And also I've got a few other videos that I'm churning out for Jurassic World, since I'm enjoying that game as well at the moment. Over 200 videos, that's right, Elias. And I never planned that when I started that series, but I just enjoyed making it so much. I really did. So, yeah, Final Fantasy X was actually the first game to be released on PS2. Well, the first Final Fantasy game, I should say. But, yeah, it's been a good one. It's a good one. I've played it a lot. I've enjoyed it a lot. So, thanks a lot for stopping by to the stream, folks, today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry for those that have just come on. But the archive should be available by YouTube shortly as well. And I should be back, as I say, next week. I'm not sure exactly what day. I will be continuing to put videos out as well. But I'll be live streaming, I'd imagine Monday or Tuesday. So if you guys can make it for that one, then that would be fantastic. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'll see you all soon. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Take care.